All right, if the holidays are already stressing you out, you may want to consider some yoga. So we have Kate here today from Kali Yoga. Kate, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So first of all, we were practicing in the commercial break, and I think Lee and I have it down, the tree pose.
Yes.
Ready?
Oh.
I have on a very slim
A little
skirt
more
today.
difficult in heels, but
Wow.
yeah,
I feel
perfect.
so calm.
Do you? I feel like I'm working really hard. I don't feel so calm.
Okay, so if people are getting stressed, what are kind of just some simple things that people could do at home to maybe kind of relieve some of that stress?
The first thing to keep in mind is it doesn't have to be intense or complex to be effective.
That's good to know. That's good to hear that there is a solution.
Especially people who have not done yoga before, the go-to is, I don't feel flexible enough,
Right.
or I don't know how to do this, or I feel a little intimidated. Something you can do by yourself at home, or anywhere that you have a little bit of space and a little bit of quiet. So,
Okay.
yeah, I have a couple poses I can demonstrate for you, just a simple thing to either do in the morning or at night, if you're feeling a little wound up in the morning, or if you want to relax before bed.
Okay.
Just to
Kind
feel
of reset.
steady. Yeah, reset.
Okay.
So first is a simple child's pose. At Kali, we start in child's pose
Okay.
for every class. And you'll touch your toes together, your knees will be wide, and just extend your arms. And it's just a place to ground down,
Okay.
to feel just rooted, right? More calm here.
One with the earth.
Yes, exactly.
Why does that make you feel more calm, would you say?
The relaxing of the chest, the spreading of the collarbones, and just
Oh,
a simple
okay.
letting go, sinking in, and then
it's
the
the
lengthening
position.
of your spine. Yes.
Okay.
And then from there you can pop up just to a tabletop position, and again to loosen your spine, your back. You can move through a cat and cow.
I do like that one.
Oh,
that's
that's
one of my
nice.
favorites.
Yes. And then
Kinda
from here,
Stretch out.
the pose that a lot of people know, if it's not tree pose, is down dog.
Down
So
dog.
just
okay.
tuck your toes, lengthen through your arms, and you can hold here and just breathe. It's a pretty simple pose.
And again, what does that do for you? What does that stretch out?
So you lengthen the spine, root down into your feet, and it's a full body posture, especially when you bring the breath in. Counting your inhales and exhales helps to stay in the pose, stay focused, and just recenter.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you see downward dog in a lot of different kind of exercise.
Right, right. So it's full body, like I said, so your hamstrings, your calves, your arms, stretching through your chest. It accesses everything.
Sure. And I was going to say, some of the workout classes I've done, you end in child's pose.
Yes.
Kind of, it's just like a
Yeah.
way to
And it
stretch
does feel
out.
good. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, I never really thought about
Yeah.
it before.
You feel calm. And breathing is huge. I mean, do you guys talk a lot about that in your classes?
Always. It's a steady pillar of the practice. It's always a go-to. And truly, you cannot be in a shape, like a physical shape, a pose of yoga, and just connect to the breath. And then you're still doing the work there to recenter and ground yourself. Yeah.
Awesome. So if people are freaking out about the Christmas shopping, they can just do a little
Take
child's
a
pose.
breath.
Just do
Yeah.
it in the aisle at Target.
Right,
If you're
yeah.
feeling stressed by the crowds,
You can do
do a
that.
little child pose. No one's going to worry about it.
Not at all.
So how long are we talking about? Like how many minutes does it take to do the whole, the thing you just did?
You could honestly do this in just a couple minutes. Waking up, I always say the morning body is an honest body. You're right out of bed. You haven't had time to be distracted, be overwhelmed with whatever is coming up.
Right.
So a 5-minute flow to down dog, and then maybe just a forward fold.
Awesome.
And then
doable.
same at night. Yeah.
Great. So Kali Yoga, where can they find you?
In Noda on 36th Street.
Okay.
And we
Great.
will be there through all of the holidays.
Perfect.
Because you might need them.
Right, right, right. Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. Well,
definitely.
Kate, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks.
We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Absolutely.